Hey guys, so a couple weeks ago, Jacob went with my mother-in-law to a fall harvest festival thing, and he ended up getting a pumpkin, and he left it at our house, and he won't be here. He was supposed to come this weekend, but now he's not, so he won't be here until like maybe next weekend. We aren't sure, but it'll be after Halloween. So I figured I'm gonna cut up this pumpkin and I'm gonna roast some pumpkin seeds, or at least I'm gonna try. I've never done this before, so I figured maybe it would be interesting to kind of film what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, just in case anybody else is interested in trying it for themselves. But anyways, I have his pumpkin here, so I'm going to cut it up. It's not a huge pumpkin, but it is a pretty good size. So I will check in with you guys throughout the process. So I got the top off, and Tank doesn't know what to do with it. This is the new puppy, by the way. I don't think I've actually introduced him yet, but that's just the top of the pumpkin. And I set it down because I wanted to see what he was going to do with it. But you didn't do anything, did you, Tank? No. So it might be a little bit weird, but this part right here has always been one of my most favorite parts about carving pumpkins every year. When I was younger, is getting the guts out of the inside. Yes, I do call them pumpkin guts. But in order to get the seeds, I obviously have to get the pumpkin guts out. So this is one of my most favorite parts, I would have to say, of all time, is, putting my hand in there and getting the guts all over my hands. It's messy, and I don't know why I like it, because I don't really like being messy, but I do like it, so here we go. So this is the seed pile that I currently have after you guys just saw what I pulled out of the pumpkin. There's the pumpkin that I've gotten out so far. And then you can see I still have some seeds in there, but I didn't want to just have like a whole super long time lapse. So I'm gonna finish doing this, and then I'll come back to you guys and show you how big my little seed pile has gotten once I'm done pulling out all the guts. Okay, so this is the aftermath. I ended up having to do a little surgery here to get the rest of the seeds and everything out. As you can see, I did leave a little bit of pumpkin in there. I'm not gonna do anything with the pumpkin other than give it to the rats because they love pumpkin. But there's the final pile. And Tom is at work at Party City right now, so I will have him dispose of le pumpkin when he gets home. I don't know why I said it like that, but anyways, you guys know that I'm weird, so I'm gonna clean the little pumpkin bits off of this and then check in with you guys in a bit. Okay, so if you don't know how to roast pumpkin seeds, it's very, very simple. After you get the seeds out of the pumpkin, you're gonna want to try to get off as much of the pumpkin as possible. So you're gonna wash them, and then you wanna dry them and get them as dry as possible, because the drier they are, the quicker they will roast in the oven or however you're roasting them. Some people do it in a toaster oven, I've heard, but I'm just gonna put them in the oven. So like I said, the drier you're able to get your pumpkin seeds, the shorter the roasting time. So this is actually the next day. Excuse the way that I look. I forgot to come back and tell you guys how they turned out. So I ended up making like my version of honey roasted pumpkin seeds yesterday. And it turned out pretty good. The only thing that gave me an issue was that the dogs were fighting. So I didn't get them off the foil quick enough, the aluminum foil that I put on the baking sheet. So they kind of got stuck to the aluminum foil because to make the honey roasted pumpkin seeds, I used sugar, brown sugar, butter, and honey. And basically roasted it for 20 minutes, then, you know, kind of stirred and flipped over the pumpkin seeds on the baking sheet, and then put it in for 20 more minutes. Then you sprinkle some white sugar on top of the pumpkin seeds and put them back in the oven for another 20 minutes, and it's at 300 degrees, the oven. So they turned out pretty good, but like they're kind of like pumpkin seed brittle because they got stuck together like a brittle. They're not that hard, but because the sugar caramelized, because I couldn't get it off the foil on the baking sheet quick enough, thanks to this little guy and Bella, they are kind of stuck together, you know. But I'm probably gonna vlog today, so you'll see me later on. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and the pumpkin seeds are delicious. I've never tried it that way before, but I like honey roasted cashews and honey roasted peanuts and almonds, so I figured I would try it. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys again later.